brickheads? Let me link you up with a cozy little place out in the mountains. A place to sit back and look up at the great twinkling tapestry of the night sky. If one of those stars moves, we're in trouble. Hello there, I'm Adam. And I wish I had one gross super long eye that can stare at the sun forever. Fortunately, it ain't 2077 yet. It's 2022. Last year, which is -1 from 2023, which is 54 years away from 77. 2077, which is when they get to put on my super long eye, and it ain't going on my face. I bring up 2022 because that's when they had the Bricklink designer program, the third round of it, where 9 sets that got over 10K votes were crowdfunded in the 5th month to become 5, and this is one of them. You add up all those numbers and you get the active coordinates to find her. Okay, sure, math isn't your strong suit, I'm right there with you. So let's break it down into baby terms. Goo goo gaga. I'm the funniest man alive.
Bricklink is a website on the internet where you can sell Lego. It used to be mom and pop, but then Lego himself came along and crushed them under his heel. Now with the big L in charge, they can do more official things, like run contests, a brand new idea. One of these was the Bricklink Designer Program. This program found sets that got over 10,000 votes on the LEGO Ideas website, but were never selected to become full official sets. Now they had a second chance, where Bricklinkers would vote on which massive modulars deserved new life, and this time you voted with cold, hard cash. 9 sets would open up for pre-order, and the first 5 to get over 3,000 sales would be realized into cold, hard plastic. The other 4 were thrown off a cliff, never to be seen again. Rest in peace, Brickwest Studios. I'll always remember you. But these sets weren't going to be shelved at your local Target. Oh no, you had to be within the first 10,000 pre-orders, and then it was over. They ship the set to your home, and they never make the thing ever again. So these sets become quite rare. 1, because there's only 10,000 in existence, and 2, because these are pretty adult sets. They don't exactly use restraint when making these things, so the sets can get pretty big and expensive. But very, very cool.
Just like the 910027 Mountain Observatory. It's bigger than my head. Now, I didn't explain that correctly at all, and it doesn't even work like that anymore. But I made this handy picture to explain the current set of events. Look at my arm. Gross. Got it all? Good, because we're about to explore something even more complex. A government building.
You know better than anyone that I love looking at things. Just ask your parents. So when this set was selected, I was so happy. It had so much detail and 3 full floors of observable action. I think the most apparent thing about this model is the jagged top. The round dome is comprised of all these hard edges and little slopes. Normally I would hate this, but I think the creator was pretty smart making the exterior pretty hard and edgy as well, so it feels like very in place with the geometry of the surrounding environment. Not only that, we got trees! And water! If I worked here, I would put my head underneath the surface and scream so my colleagues think I'm funny. In the basement, we got the pizza lab with all these weird, funky gadgets like the trash can or the telephone. I couldn't even tell you what half these things pretended to be, but they look essential. Like, what even is this? It's got all these buttons with letters on it, and it displays images. What will they think of next? Second floor has a mini museum and all these M&Ms. Something I always get giddy over are these fun little furniture items. Every modular set seems to have its mini versions of furniture, and I like seeing how specific designers handled the challenge of vending machine and chair. Third floor has our balcony, with a smaller, lamer telescope and these strange dual-tubed telescopes for anyone fancy enough for 2 eyes. The interior of the big scope launch pad is a little barren, and up above sits the super eye itself. I thought the mechanics of this thing were pretty neat. The top doesn't lock on. It actually just balances in the center by connecting into this little hole. This allows it to spin around easily. Not only that, a knob on the back helps raise and lower the telescope, combined with a light that you can turn on and flashbang all the scientists. The dome doors are built to slide in and out, although they are a bit stiff and can get stuck. But when has that stopped anyone? Just keep pushing and there you go. Don't clip me on that. Overall, I'm just impressed this thing actually works. Like, I fully anticipated the dome to be stuck in place, but it does everything you expect an observatory to do, except fire lasers. You better watch your back, Boba Fett. Anything's possible.
I went a little quick on this one, but that's because these Bricklink sets have so much detail. You could tell the designers think of every little corner to add something fun and or interesting. This specific set was designed by Thomas from Germany, and he has a neat little video explaining everything, which I'll link right here. Or up there. These Bricklink sets I think are my favorite of any Lego set, and you might just see a couple more of them coming up on the channel. That is, if you can solve my cipher hidden within this video. Second floor, 10,000 votes, 57 years? Come on, detective, you went to Harvard. Surely you can solve a little math equation before, well, let's just say those active coordinates aren't going to be moving for very much longer. Tick-tock, detective. Oh, also, if you could leave a like and a comment, detective, that would really help me out. You know, subscriptions really help push the algorithm, and making a YouTube channel is pretty hard. Uh-oh, look who's here. Oh no. Take that, Boba Fett.